Hey, how you doing? Hope you're all good. I'm back with an updated video for my Sims 3 world, Littlewood Haven, as I've now released it for public for you guys, so you won't have to join my Patreon on early access to get the world anymore. It's now for free, it's public. I kept it on there for 3 months just because I wanted to at least get a bit of a payment for it. I've already explained in my previous video. I'm sorry that I had to paywall it, it's just a boy's got to eat, you know what I mean? So I just want to say a massive thank you. I'm going to leave the end credits for all of you that have joined my Patreon and supported me. Like, you have helped me out more than you will ever know. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that's supported me. And if you have been enjoying the world, please let me know what you think to it in the comments. But just going to get started with this. So I want to show you how to actually download the world and install it just to make your life easier. I have made the instructions very clear, but I did have a couple of people just not sure how to correctly install it, and they had a few issues, so I had to send them different files to correct those issues. But I'm just going to click on here. So if you come onto my website, I'll leave all of that linked in my description for where you can come and download my world. So you'll click on this here. You'll probably just get a direct link to this page though, so you won't need to do that, but if you ever do, that's how you do it. And then you can see it's got all of the details, it's got all of the pictures. Showed you this in my previous video, don't need to show you all of this again. It's got all of the downloads that you'll need to get. The ones in red is what is required, and then the ones in blue is just optional. I do recommend getting the yacht, just to make it look the way that it's meant to look. I am going to update the lighting mod that I'm using, because I'm using a completely different one. So by the time you're watching this video, there's going to be a new lighting mod in there if you want to pick from that. And I'll also leave this one there as well if you prefer that one. But if I scroll down, you've got the store content. You'll have to download either it from the store archive. You can either download it all separately if you want to. All of the ones in red is the ones that you'll need the most. The ones in blue, you don't really need it. It's not important. And then you've got the store world items in red as well. But I've also made 2 folders that just have every single thing in. And this is where you place the store content into. Very simple stuff. And if I come down here, you can see all of the pictures, but if you click on the download page, that is going to take you to my Patreon. And I've made it crystal clear on how you install the save file, how you install the world, but I'm going to show you in this video just to make your life easier. So when you come onto my Patreon, when you click download, my Patreon will look a little bit different to this. This is what it looks like when I'm actually editing it. But when you actually get to download the world, you'll have these options here. So ignore this first one. I think I'm going to be removing that. If you guys have any issues with my updated save, then I will send you this save file instead. This is an outdated version. You just won't have the updated festivals or anything. With my previous one, I didn't have that many issues. Nobody was really reporting that many issues, apart from one person who couldn't get the save file to work in her game. So I wanted to make an update one though, just because of the festival lot and just some bugs that I noticed here and there with the lots and the sims. I had to reset the whole town, so I wanted to make an update video, and this is the one that you'll probably best off downloading. Hopefully you won't have any issues, but all you need to do is just click on that, wait for it to download into your downloads page, and then you'll get a file that looks like this. So Littlewood Haven world plus save updated. All you need to do is just extract it here, wait for it all to load. So you'll get these 2 folders. You can delete that. So you get the save file first. So I'm going to show you how to install that. So just right click and either copy or cut. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to copy it. And then go into your Sims 3 folder in your documents. So documents, electronic arts, the Sims 3, that's where it should be located, unless you've changed it. And then when you go into your saves, all you need to do is just right click and paste. And that will show up as this Littlewood Haven save 2.sims3. And just leave it at that. That's how it will look. You've got all of these files in here. That's how it should be. And you've done it correctly. So if I go back to here, I'm going to now just delete this save folder. I don't need it anymore. You can leave it there if you want to, but now to actually install the world, so you need to right click, copy or cut, and then go into your main files where the Sims 3 is saved on your PC. So I'm using Steam, so mine's going to be Program Files, 86, Steam, Steam Apps, then Common, and then The Sims 3. So then what you need to do is just go into where it says Game Data, and then go into Shared, then Non-Packaged, and then go into Worlds. And as you can see there, I've got the old file Littlewood Haven, and then just right-click and paste, and it will show it as that, Littlewood Haven, and then you've got your world. This is how you install all of your worlds. If you ever get a custom world from anybody else, or if you create your own world, this is where you would put that file. This is where that would go, and then your world will show up. But I've also left a README file just to explain it further for how you are meant to install it. And if you ever get confused and you need to remember, watch this video back, or just go back onto my website, and it just explains exactly where to put all of this stuff. It's very simple, it's very easy. You'll get used to it if you do it that many times, I promise. But yeah, here's all the pictures. I'm going to show you what it actually looks like in game now. So once you've got past the main menu and you've clicked on the Save Littlewood Haven, you will be jumped straight into this sim who is called Valerie Chandra. She is from The Sims 3, I believe. I've just given her a different outfit and a different look. You don't have to play with this sim. This is just your starter sim and the starter home that you'll be placed into. I found it very fitting since it's very close to the entranceway. But this is where you will be able to start off in this very nice luxury pod that I've got for her. I'm not going to press play just yet because I want to just, show you around. I don't want the game to lag just yet. My game can lag a little bit when I press play because there's that much going on. But yeah, this is where you will start up. She's got a 1-bedroom, a 1-bathroom, a kitchen, everything that you need. She's also got a job, and I don't think I've built that many skills up, but she's got a work friend who's meant to be a best friend. And she's got a few other acquaintances. She really dislikes her neighbour Gavin Pinkington because he's always loud. He's always got the music on, and she is a musician. She wants peace and quiet. She wants to play her music indoors. So you don't have to play with a sim though. This is just a start and off sim if you would like, and this is where they live. And this will get you started in the world. But I'm going to give you a tour of the places that I've actually updated. So I'll just give you a tour of the map in case you haven't seen it. I do recommend watching my original world tour video because I went into a lot of detail in that, and I showed off a lot of the, community lot details, a lot of the descriptions, and I also showed off a lot of the residential homes with the Sims themselves. You've got all of the iconic Sims in here that you're going to see, like Bella Goth, Mortimer Goth, the Goth family, the Caliantes, Crumplebottom. I've even got Don Lavario, the Pancakes. They are living in this Sims 3 world. You're going to notice a lot of them. I've even got Judith Ward in here, so I've added a lot of Sims 4 Sims into this world if you want to check it out. But I'm going to go to the festival lot. So this is what I've actually updated. So if I come down here, I'm going to show you what it looks like with the summer festival. So the reason why I've had to update this is because with the original save, I didn't have all of the festivals for each season. Every time it went into fall or winter, any other season other than summer, all of this was gone. The only things that showed up were the plants and the build stuff, but all of the objects were gone. So I've had to go through the whole cycle of the seasons with my game and just make it look presentable for each season. So when it comes to fall, which I am going to show you by the way, so this is what the festival looks like in summer, but I'm going to cheat my way to a different season right now. You can do that in The Sims 3 if you just activate your testing cheats true. I'm using a Stream Deck, so I don't have to type it all in. It saves me a lot of bother, but when you type that in, if you've got the MRAS mod, all you need to do is just click on the ground. I think you have to press shift and click, and then it will give you the options for seasons, and then you can change season to whatever you want. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with the fall. Whilst I was speeding up, it's become nighttime. I might as well show you what the festival looks like on a night. You can see it with all the lights. I wish that The Sims 3 had a singing, what do they call them now? Microphone? I wish it had a microphone for any Sims that want to come here and perform. I don't know if it does have that in the game, but I couldn't find it. I looked and looked and looked, but I've just had to add this DJ booth here. And, if you want to play some music, I believe it's got speakers somewhere in this place. If it doesn't have any speakers, you'll just have to add them yourself, but I know with the Fall Festival, it does. I did actually include a speaker. But I'll also just show you this lighting mod that I'm using. So the one that I was using before, let me pause the game so you're not hearing the game sound. The one that I was using before was very bright, and the nighttime version was obnoxious, like just with the stars and the galaxy and everything. It just looked obnoxious. It wasn't realistic. So I've changed it to this one, and it just looks a lot more realistic, and like the lighting in the game just looks better. It looks realistic. It complements The Sims as well. So I prefer this lighting mod. I'm going to include that with my, world save. You'll just have to go onto my download page and download that from there. But if I just fast forward, you'll be able to see the nighttime version in a second. See what all of that looks like. It just looks way more realistic, and it complements all of the lots as well. And the Sims lighting just looks a lot better compared to the other lighting mod that I was using. No shame or hate to that lighting mod. It just did not look the way that I wanted it to look. So that's why I've changed it. Alright, so the Fall Festival has arrived. This is what it all looks like. You'll get the pop-up as soon as it tells you that it shows up. And this is what it will look like. It used to have a stage, like I said. I've already explained all of that, but I've just changed it to look a lot more, realistic to the fall setting. All of this was disappeared. Like, literally, when the season changed to fall in my previous save, all of this just disappeared. There was no objects at all when it was meant to just be the, summer festival all year round. But now I've actually been able to change it. So all of the festivals will change with the seasons, which is better. I'm going to show you each one of them. But yeah, this is what it looks like in the fall. I think it's very fitting. Changed all of the colours. Like I said, you've got the speaker there now. Your Sims can dance on this dance floor. You've got all of the fall activities. I should have added the haunted play thing, whatever it's called. Haunted castle or whatever it is. I think you guys will know what I'm talking about. There's like a haunted thing that your Sims can enter when it's Halloween time. It's just a rabbit hole, but I should have added that in here. But this is, feel free to change whatever you want to when you get a hold of this. You can add that if you like. It's got a photo booth. It's got everything that you need. And it's got these little VIP booths as well for your Sims to go chill out on. And it's got a ticket machine for you to get your festival tickets if you need to do that. It's just for roleplay purposes. But yeah, that is what fall looks like in the game. I think it's very cool and very fitting. And it'll look really good with this lighting as well, especially when it comes to like dawn time. Looks really cool. I hope that you guys appreciate that. But now I'm going to show you what it looks like with the other season, winter. I love how winter's turned out, so I'll fast forward and show you that. But here is what it looks like with the winter festival. So I've gone and made the snow have the deepest level just to make it very realistic. You can see the whole world is just covered in snow right now. It looks really pretty. Does this world? I know the palm trees aren't really realistic for snowy weather, but ignore that. I think it still looks really cool. But I just want to show you all of the objects. So this is what I was talking about when I said the snowboard thingy. Still don't know what it's actually called. It's just where your Sims can snowboard. That's how they'll get up there on that ladder. But I'll just press play to, show your Sims actually doing the snowboarding. But look at this, man. This is what I wanted to talk about. Like, look how deep the snow actually is compared to The Sims 4. And I don't mean to keep bashing The Sims 4, but come on, man. It's a friggin' plain ass texture of just the snow. That's all it is in The Sims 4, but in The Sims 3, it actually covers up your objects. It goes halfway up to your objects, and it just looks a lot more realistic, a lot more cool. And when your Sims are walking in it as well, they're actually, try to trail through the snow. It's really realistic. So I love how the snow and winter looks in The Sims 3 compared to The Sims 4. But I'll just show you some of the objects. So I've got the photo booth, I've got the stand there, and you've got the snow cone machine as well. Didn't really know what else to add, to be totally honest. Once you get a hold of this, feel free to add any objects that you like. That's an annoying sound. Let me just pause it. But I love how the seating's turned in the little VIP booths. They're covered in snow, which I thought that with it having a tent, canopy, whatever they call them, I thought that the snow wouldn't be able to get in, but looks like it can. Yeah, it's just got the standard toilets. You've got that in every single festival. Very similar layout. Don't really need to change that much, but yeah, that's what it looks like with the winter season. I hope that you guys like that. Ignore this weird texture thing here. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not meant to look that way. I think that's just the game. You'll have to ignore that. Must just because it's the object and snow can't get there for some reason. Don't have a clue why it does that. That's just a Sims 3 for you, but yeah. I'm going to skip forward and show you the other season now, which is spring. So here we are in the final season, which is spring. I've tried to make this look as spring as possible as I could. I hope that you guys like it. I've added a, what do they call this now? Skate rink here. You're going to see a load of Easter eggs around. That's what it's like when it's a spring festival. They've got the Easter egg hunt here. It's just very standard, you know, don't need to go OTT. I'll just explain this area here. So this is looking pretty bare. I did add some trees and plants here, but when it actually changed into the summer festival again, the trees and plants, since it's in build mode, is those objects, all of them were still with every single season. So they appeared with the summer season, which I thought they would have disappeared. I totally forgot that when you use build mode items, they all stay with every single season. Like all of these plants, all of these rocks, and the terrain work, it all stays with every single season. The only things that change are the objects. I hope that I'm explaining that right. For any of you that have played The Sims 3, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've had to get rid of those trees and plants, so that's why it's looking bare, just because, like I said, they were appearing in every single season and they were poking through the tents and everything, so it looked awkward. For some reason, though, these rocks disappear with the summer and the festival and all of the other seasons, which is good. I would have thought with that being a build mode thing, they would have stayed there, but all of the rocks seem to disappear. These ones do anyway, which is good, not complaining. I just thought I'd explain that. But yeah, you've got the standard VIP booths in there. I've just made it look very spring. Let me show you the seating. I've changed the textures, you know, to make it very fitting. And then you've got all of the standard stuff. You've got the love, whatever that is. I don't know what these objects are called, I'm sorry. Hot dog stand, you can do competitions there. The kissing booth, which would you really want to kiss this guy? Would you guys want your sim kissing this dude? They generate the most random friggin' NPC sims at this kissing booth. I'm like, that's a bit awkward. And then you've got whatever that is, the spring stand. Just standard stuff. So yeah, this is what the festivals. I've also added this here, there for the kids. This is what it looks like. I hope that you guys appreciate the effort that I put into changing the world save. I am sorry that this wasn't put out sooner. I have been working on this, but it got really annoying because my game kept on crashing when I was fast forwarding. I was using the mod Error Trap, and I noticed that was crashing my game way too often. So I've taken that out, and my game's been way better since that. Yeah, it just took way too long, but I've finally done it. Finally gone through each season cycle, because it is a pain in the bum. Even when you cheat it, it's a pain. But yeah, I'll just explain as well. For any of you that experience any issues with this world, I want to show you a hack. So if you are using the MRAS mod, which I do recommend that you do use, just because you can clean up your game very easily and it helps with lag. But when you come to the town hall, if you click on this rabbit hole rug here, just click on the MRAS and go to master controller, then go to town, and over here it says reset everything. So all I recommend doing is just resetting all of the objects in the town, and that will reset everything that is bugged. So if you're noticing any bugs, that's how you fix it. I've already done this, so when you first join the save, you'll be in the summer season. You'll be at Valerie's home when you first join, and everything's already been reset, so everything should be good. But just in case you have any problems further down the line, that is how you fix the problem. But yeah, this is the world. Feel free to download it. It's now for free if you guys want to check it out. It got mansions, you got residential homes, got all of the community lots. You've got a resort as well, and you've got more community lots over here. Very detailed. It is a small world, but it doesn't feel too small when you're actually playing in it. And I will work on future worlds that are more bigger in the future. Don't know when, they just take a long ass time. And I will just say I am working on a new world. I don't know when it'll be released, but I am working on it. Don't know how long it'll take. It's going to be a very fun world. It's going to be like an adventure kind of world, which I can't wait to release, but that will be out when it's out. I just want to say, again, a massive thank you to all of my patrons that have joined, even you that have joined for free and you're just showing support. Honestly, thank you so much. My next world will be put on Patreon like I've done with this one. Don't know how long I'll keep it on there. It'll either be 1 to 3 months it'll be on there for early access, and then once that's over with, I will release it for free. Same pricing. I'll also do an empty version and put that on my Patreon. That will be perma paywall, the empty version, just like this one is. If you want to play with this world empty and you want to, you know, I don't know, do all of the community lots and the lots yourself, then you'll have to buy that separately from my Patreon. Same with my newer worlds that I bring out. I'll always do an empty version for you guys. You'll just have to join my Patreon to get access to that. So yeah, thank you again for supporting me. Thank you for checking out this world. I will see you in my next World Tour video. And that's it. Thank you. I'll see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.